afternoon and thank you for joining Luntha Television. It's time for news updates and you're with me, Charity Jilanga. Pope Francis has made an appeal for leaders to act responsibly, cultivate peace and pursue negotiations to ongoing conflicts and wars. Pope Francis made the appeal during his weekly Angelus address on Sunday as he recorded the tragic events happening in the Holy Land and in Ukraine and said that to overcome conflicts, negotiations are required. Addressing the faithful gathered in St. Peter's Square and or following from afar, the Holy Father discussed the wars plaguing the world. The Ministry of Natural Resources and Climate Change says government will on July 8th this year resume enforcement of regulations on thin plastics. Speaking during a press briefing held in Lilongwe, the ministry's principal secretary Yusuf Nkungula says the government warmly welcomes the recent Supreme Court of Appeal's dismissal of thin plastics ban appeal made by one of the plastics manufacturers. Nkungula said through the Malawi Environment Protection Authority, MAPA, and the ministry's Environmental Affairs Department will resume the enforcement across the country in an effort to protect the environment from environmental impacts that accumulate due to the use of thin plastics. The government gazetted regulations on thin plastics in 2015. However, enforcement was halted due to an injunction by plastic manufacturers which challenged the legality of these. In sports, Hamaire Mugulu Wanderers have secured the second place on the TNM Super League log table with 18 points following a resounding 3-0 victory against Civil Service United at Kamuzu Stadium in Blantyre, courtesy of Christopher Kumambe's hat-trick, which earned him the man of the match accolade. Wanderers interim coach Megamas attributed this success to meticulous preparation and strategic execution. On the other hand, Civil Service United's coach Awa Semakawa acknowledged the defeat but described the match as a closely contested affair. Meanwhile, the defending champions FCB Nyasa Big Bullets continue to grapple with inconsistent form, settling for a 1-1 draw against Craig's Sporting at Civil Stadium in Lilongwe. And in international news, President William Ruto has expressed his willingness to engage in dialogue with the youth protesting against the finance bill in Kenya. On Sunday, June 23rd, young activists aimed to prevent politicians who support the bill from speaking in churches, voicing their concerns to congregants in Nairobi. Youth protests against the public finance bill, which introduces new taxes, continue. Last week, thousands protested nationwide demanding its appeal. According to human rights organizations, 2 young protesters died and at least 200 were injured. On June 23rd, about 20 youths gathered at the Holy Family Basilica in Nairobi, with student Kanana Kaume reading a statement criticizing the oppressive taxes and urging Christians to scrutinize the bill. And that's all we had for now. You've been with me, Charity Jilanga. Continue watching Luntha Television for the rest of our programs. Good afternoon.